This next progression here is going to seem really simple because in essence it is, but it's critically important and it's the key to waking our butt back up so that we can create stronger glute muscles so that we're not so reliant on our lower back to do the work that our butt should be doing in the first place. So let's go ahead and lay down on the ground. Legs are out, arms can be wherever is comfortable. And what we're going to do, and I actually like to do this with my hands underneath. You don't have to, but when you're first doing it, it's a good idea. And what we're going to do is my hands are underneath my cheeks, and I'm going to squeeze my right cheek really hard. I'm going to keep squeezing. I'm going to see if I feel my hand being pushed into the ground. Then I'm going to relax. Then I'm going to try it again, and then relax. And I'll try the left side, and relax. We should feel our hand being pushed down to the ground. Now, if you've done this before, if you know your glutes are firing, you don't need your hand there. You can still fire them. But when you're first checking out, if you're like, if I don't know if my glutes are firing or not, this is a great way to check. The next step, assuming they are firing, is to bring your feet as close to your butt as you can, feet together, knees together, and again, your arms can go where it's comfortable. And we're going to raise our hips as high as they'll go, giving our butt a nice, firm squeeze. I like to think about pushing my heels down, so I should be able to wiggle my toes, and I need to keep my knees together. They're going to want to open. As soon as they open, we're going to lose some of that ability to squeeze our butts. We've got to keep it together, stay nice and tight, and then bring them down. Raise them back up, and bring them back down. Now, assuming we can hold this for at least 10 seconds without cramping, without our hips starting to sag, we can move into our next step, which is doing it with one leg at a time. So now, feet together, knees together. We're going to extend one of our legs, but notice my knees are still touching. Now I'm going to push through my right heel. Big squeeze in my right butt cheek. Hips are high, but they're not sagging. Nice and high, and I want to hold for 10 seconds and bring back down, relax, and try it again. And I want to make sure I can do this on both sides. If when you're doing this exercise, you start to cramp in your hamstrings or elsewhere, it tells us your glutes aren't quite turned on yet. So go back to the previous part of the progression. Start by laying with your legs out, get them to fire, then bend your legs and do both at the same time. Really build some good strength. Make sure they're firing. And only then can we move into the single leg version where we can keep the hips super high, hold them, and make sure that we're not going to cramp while doing that. And this is going to open up a whole new world of other exercises we can do that utilize our glutes. But if the glutes aren't firing, we're not doing those exercises.